Hey guys, Justin with Technical Gamer, and you know the Wii U gets a lot of criticism for being a weak, underpowered console, and while it's not as sophisticated as its console competitors, it does have a lot of great games, quite a few actually. So here is my list of the top 10 Wii U games that are exclusive to the Wii U, so even if you own a PS4 or an Xbox One or even a gaming PC, here are 10 good reasons to still give Nintendo's console a try. Check it out.
Number 10. Yep, that's right, Nintendo Land. Nintendo Land was pretty much a pack-in game for almost every Wii U console out there, and it's a great demonstration title of what the Wii U is all about and what the Wii U can do. First off, we see some really clean HD visuals here, the first time ever on a Nintendo console, so that's really nice. Second, we see a lot of use of motion control, which is still fun, and it's what the Wii U and the Wii is still about, and also a real intuitive use of that asymmetrical second screen experience. Also, we see Miiverse integration in this game, and Miiverse is Nintendo's answer to a social network like Facebook or Twitter, but in a really cool interactive fashion. And finally, the biggest thing I think for a lot of fans is we see a showcase of Nintendo's biggest IPs here, Metroid and Zelda and Mario, all here in different mini-games, both cooperatively and both versus, and even single-player offerings that are new, all in this very unified, cute, theme park-style presentation. It's definitely a great play. Number 9. Hyrule Warriors. Hyrule Warriors is a game where The Legend of Zelda meets Dynasty Warriors. And in this kind of game, you beat up just all kinds of enormous amounts of bad guys. It's you versus hundreds and thousands of moblins, and you just mow them down in one swift stroke, and it's a lot of fun. I'm personally not a fan of Mushu style games, but I'm a big fan of the Legend of Zelda franchise, and there's a lot of fan service here for those who are, and that's where I think this game shines the most. There's all kinds of music from throughout the Zelda universe here. There's all kinds of characters, both good and bad, that you can play as or against. There's all kinds of costumes that you can swap your character out into. There's all kinds of weapons that you can use, each with their own movesets. And you go to pretty much every locale you would think of throughout the Zelda games. You go to the Twilight World, you go to Skyloft, you go to Hyrule Castle. So it's a lot of fun. Number 8. The Legend of Zelda Wind Waker HD. This game is a remake of the 2002 GameCube title by the same name, except the HD part. And I love that game. I know a lot of people didn't like it, and at first I didn't really like the anime style either, but it reminded me a lot of Saturday morning cartoons. But the game's a great game. Just a really strong sense of adventure. As you travel in the high seas, there's always something new to find, something new to explore. I think there's over 50 different islands to check out, so there's always some new treasure or new challenge waiting. And here Nintendo, they overhauled the visuals of the game, giving it a DirectX 10 based lighting system, upscaling the game to true 1080p visuals, and they even tweaked the Triforce Quest to make it not so tedious, and even a really nice speedy wind sail you can get pretty early in the game. So this game is definitely not to be missed. Number 7. Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze. Retro Studios has done a great job bringing the Donkey Kong franchise back to life on the Wii U here. For the first time ever in HD, this platformer looks great with its 2.5D visuals and beautiful soundtrack. It's so captivating you'll really feel as if you're immersed in this world. Each stage is really unique. You have train track stages, and you have jungle stages, and then you'll have snow stages, and then you'll have lava stages, and you'll have safari stages. So you go all over the place, it feels like, in this game, with different islands to explore, and each level has its own gameplay mechanic or visual theme. that gives each stage its own identity and really helps flesh out the game. The composer that worked on the original Donkey Kong Country trilogy lends his hand here on this game, and it really shows with this great soundtrack. This adventure can be challenging, but it's worth pushing through the trials to experience this great title. Number 6. Bayonetta 2. This is a really over-the-top action-adventure game by Platinum Games, and it's a lot of fun. It's just a blast to play. You play as Bayonetta, which is this very cool, copacetic, confident, and sexy female protagonist, and she is just super powerful. She can activate Witch Time and kind of pause while doing just some really awesome, crazy combos on your enemies. And the action sequences that it puts you in are just over the top and just extremely flamboyant. It's a lot of fun. And this really interesting dark fantasy story plot. You play as Bayonetta, who is an Umbran witch, as she fights both the forces of heaven and hell to uncover the truths of her past. This plot allows you to go to all kinds of different really interesting locations, and it's got some really great combo style gameplay that never gets dull thanks to the many different weapon combinations in the game. This one was really a blast to play. Number 5. Splatoon. This new IP from Nintendo has you playing as a squid, or maybe a kid. Okay, it's both. As you fight using your ink to cover the ground and changing the territory around you by allowing you to swim in your own ink. This gameplay mechanic is at the center of Splatoon, and it works great. You can battle online in 4v4 battles to control the most turf in one of many online modes, or you can tackle the single player campaign. In the story mode, you fight the evil Octolings in a series of stages unique to this mode. This single player mode is quite substantial with several worlds and bosses in each one of them. This game has offered free DLC since its release in May, and has actually added a lot of content to this title, including private matchmaking, more weapons and gear, new stages, and new multiplayer modes. Splatoon, Nintendo's take on the shooter genre, is original, charming, and easily stands out on its own. Number 4. Super Smash Bros. This all-out Grand Royale fighting game pits over 50 of Nintendo's heroes and villains against each other in locales from many of Nintendo's gaming worlds. This game has so much fan service here. There are dozens of soundtracks that you can unlock and play throughout many of the stages. There are hundreds of trophies that you can collect. Some of the trophies are of items, some are of stages, some are of characters. And it's right here with the trophy system that Nintendo started the whole amiibo craziness. That's right. Right here, born from Super Smash Bros. And with the Super Smash Bros. Trophy system, comes out amiibo. So for all your amiibo craziness and collecting craziness like myself, has to have all the little amiibo, you can thank Super Smash Bros. This game is a lot of fun, especially with some friends over, or you can go online and you can spectate and bet on matches, or you can go in matches on your own. And then the newer update that just came out, you can also fight in tournaments. This game is a lot of fun. Oh yeah, and there's also 8-player Smash, and that's just chaotic. Number 3. This 8th rendition of the excellent Mario Kart series turns things upside down. This time, anti-gravity becomes a big part of gameplay as many tracks have you defying gravity, racing the track upside down. Here we get great new HD graphics with silky smooth 60 frames per second. This game looks great with excellent animations, models, and lighting. This game also saw some of the best DLC ever released, where you got 16 new tracks for, I think it was just $12. And you got new racers, including characters from Animal Crossing and The Legend of Zelda. Also, we got a free update in the form of a 200cc speed mode, where you see blistering speeds in this game, and it's really hard to even keep up. However, with the new added tracks from like Big Blue, that's a nod from the F-Zero series, this game can sometimes feel like an HD version of F-Zero that we may never get, but that's just an awesome bonus. Number 2. Super Mario 3D World is 4-player co-op adventure goodness. Here you can play as Mario, Toad, Luigi, or Peach in the first ever high-definition 3D Mario game, and this game looks great and it's just such a blast to play. On top of that, there's the cat suit. Oh my gosh, the extremely overly cute cat suit. Each of the 4 characters in Super Mario 3D World have their own strengths. Luigi, for instance, can jump highest, Toad can pick up things very quickly, Peach can float for a moment, and Mario, he's overall balanced. This game is just great fun, and there's new power-ups other than the cat suit as well, such as the double cherry, which allows Mario or any of the other characters to make copies of themselves 2, 3, or even 4 times, and this is a great puzzle element as well. Also, the early stages in the game are pretty easy, but it quickly escalates to a much higher difficulty, especially in the post-game stages. This game is a great value, looks wonderful, and is an excellent blast to play.
Number 1.
Super Mario Maker is my number 1 game on the Wii U. Now, why is it my number 1 game? Well, for 30 years Nintendo has made 2D Mario games on its own terms, and you had to play by their rules. Now, for the first time ever, you can make your own levels in nearly any way you want. You can also create stages and visual and gameplay styles from Super Mario Bros., Super Mario Bros. 3, Super Mario World, or even New Super Mario Bros. U. Each with your own gameplay mechanics as well. For instance, you can only wall jump in New Super Mario Bros. U. However, Super Mario Bros. 3 has the raccoon suit, and Super Mario World has Yoshi and the cape. If you can beat your creation, then you can upload it to the internet for others to play and share it with your course ID and also with your friends. The editor where you make stages fits perfect on the Wii U gamepad, and sometimes making a stage can take a while. This is also great because you can do it off TV while somebody uses the TV for another game, or maybe to while you watch a movie or a television show. Here, dragging, dropping, tapping, swiping feels excellent, and the editor is a lot of fun, so it's fun to create stages as much as it is to play them. You can also discuss your stage on Miiverse, where you can discover what's great and maybe what's not so great about your upload. This title is more than just a game. Super Mario Maker gives us all the chance to play the role of game designer and player, where playtesting is an important part of this process. So you may need to get a friend to help you playtest the stage who's not omnipotent about it, so that you can determine what's fun and what's not so fun, so you can avoid uploading those really lame stages we see really frequently in Mario Maker, where it's just run, grab a bunch of stars, run over a bunch of enemies, and get to the flagpole at the end. Instead, you want a challenge that's also fun. And once you get the taste of this, the taste of making games, it tastes great.
Thanks guys for checking out my top 10 list of Wii U exclusive games. Not all the games that I enjoy in the Wii U made that list. Some other really good games that weren't quite top 10 material were Pikmin 3, Wonderful 101, Yoshi's Woolly World, Captain Toad Treasure Tracker, Super Mario Bros. U, and even Wii Sports Club, to name just a few, and there are some other good ones as well. So tell me what you thought of the top 10. Did you like it? Did you dislike it? Please let me know in the comments below what your top 10 would be of the best Wii U games out there. Or if you don't have a Wii U yet, let me know why you are not interested in the system or the ecosystem of games. And please like and subscribe my video for more content, and I'll catch you guys next time. See ya.